Hi everyone, welcome to another video in the series of building an AI agent from scratch. In this video, we'll talk about context. So, when we talk about LLMs, they don't really have a memory of their own. So, think of models as a brilliant expert locked in a room with no window, phone, or anything that they can use to search outside of that room. And they have total amnesia, means they forget everything. So every time you want an answer, you slide a single sheet of paper under the door. Whatever is on that paper is everything it knows for that answer. Slide a blank page and ask what did we discuss, and it has no idea. You never talked as far as it can tell. And that sheet of paper is the context. It usually contains your system prompts. Like for example, you are a helpful assistant and the conversation so far. It's the entire conversation history, meaning the prompt you sent to the LLM and the response it gave back. So all of them are conversation history and should be part of the context. And during those conversation, if the LLM calls any tools, the response is also part of the context. And then the current question, obviously. So the central idea is almost every agent failures is a context failure. The model gave a wrong answer. It's usually related to the information not being present to the LLM. And there are usually two rules to follow, that if it's not in the context, the model can't use it. And the second problem is the context rot, where you send too much of information to the LLM, and even if it fits within the context window of the LLM, the LLM has a tendency to usually forget the content from the middle of the context. So it will read only the starting and the end of the context window, and it just forgets something in the middle. So it's also important for a good agent to only send the relevant information in the context. Now for this example, I have created a simple script where let me minimize the ask LLM because we don't really need it right now. And we ask a question, and context has no information about the project Bluebird, and we ask a question like what is the launch code for project Bluebird, and then we'll see the response. And the second option is where in the context, in the system context, we send information about project Bluebird, that it has a launch code. And then if we ask the same question, and then we see what the response is. So I've already executed this question. No, I didn't. So let's see. Let me go to the correct directory and execute. Let's wait for the response from the LLM. All right, so for the first instance, the answer was I don't have any information about Project Bluebird. That was expected because there was no information in the system context. And when we send the correct information in the system context, it came up with the correct answer. So that's all. Thank you.